And I swear for like the normal viewer that like tunes in, they sit there and they watch you guys, more specifically you, Ant, they just be like, this guy's just moving.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Like when you guys are in practice and stuff and he's doing the things that he does, like you just like, go ahead, like just do your thing?
I'm telling you, the first time I played with Ant, I still remember, it was 3 years ago. I remember I kept team killing them with cobes across my, because I'm like, how are you there this fast? So then for the first month, I remember it was Dashy to Shotzzy, just cash nades. I'm like, how are you?
Vanguard.
Yeah. That's when you could chuck nades.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm just
and that's when I
gone.
realized this guy's everywhere. And I was like, but then I was like, even like whenever you die, you get that 2 to 3 second like glimpse of like, I might get Ken, I might get Ant, I might get AG. But sometimes when I get Ant, I'm like, oh my God, he is literally everywhere right now. I could just tell on their screen, it looks insane. But I was like, over time you get used to it, you're like, okay, that's just like, that's just what he does. That's just Spider-Man, that's just what he does.
That's insane. Boy, be moving, I'm telling you.
He's everywhere.
He's hitting everywhere with the dolphin dives. All of a sudden he's a blue, now he's a mannequin, and he's a brown cafe.
Shout out Hybrid.
He's just all
Shout
over
out
the
Hybrid.
place,
Shout out
man.
Hybrid.
He's
Shout out
so, I
Hybrid.
promise you he's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the round table with none other than Optic Gaming. Most recent champions, holding the ring high. Let's start off the rip right to that. How do you guys feel being world champions?
I mean,
Well, you.
listen,
They got a couple already.
yeah,
How you feel?
they both got 2. So like, they're both like, yeah, this is pretty cool. For me, it was relieving, it was elation, it was, I mean, there was so much emotions, but it was an experience that I'll never forget. But I feel like I'm on cloud 9 still.
Yeah?
No pun intended to who we play, but I feel like I'm on cloud 9.
How's it feel for you guys to earn your second ring?
For me, I mean, I didn't win my first one on LAN, so it felt good. I mean, felt like another tournament, but yeah, it was definitely good.
Another tournament.
Another tournament.
Yeah, we winning too much share.
There's 7,000 Green Wolf fans in the stands. Another tournament.
Another tourney left, another one to the book.
I mean, for me, it felt good. It felt good because like you leave a team and then you join a team. You want to win championships and then you win the biggest championship the first year there. So like for me, that was probably like the biggest thing coming to the year. Especially because I promised the fans championships. So I'm like, I got to keep my promise.
So when this roster was formed, obviously everybody was like the Green Wall, they got some shooters on their roster, man. How, because you guys won Major 3, what was the process from the beginning of the season? It was all bumps and bruises, getting to learn each other's chemistry. Like, what was that process like?
I mean, for me, since I haven't really I've had literally a different sub duo every other year, or every year for the most part. And this one, it was like, honestly, it was pretty easy. I feel like at the first, I had to get adjusted because like, I feel like his play style kind of meshed with like his old team, and he was trying to do that into this team.
You talking about AG, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Pred. And I like saw that, and I had to like work off that, and like I'm really good at doing that. So I feel like later in the year, like obviously I was really comfortable with it. So yeah, it was a little bumps like you said, but it was good.
So when you guys went through Major 1, made through Major 2, got to Championship Sunday, lost in the Grand Finals, and you get to Major 3, you guys win that Grand Finals. Like, you're feeling fantastic at this point. You're holding another trophy up, but then right after that, you guys get dead last at that next event. Like, what happened between Major 3 and Major 4?
Yeah, I mean, that was, I mean, that period from Major 3 to Major 4 was definitely a little odd, but it was probably a blessing in disguise looking back at it, just because I guess we didn't really know. I don't want to say our S&D was always that bad, but we definitely were kind of relying on like, I guess, situational plays like a lot more. And then after that Major 4 happened, then we kind of saw that like, we lost 12 in a row. We got to fix this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's clearly an issue.
Insane.
12 in a row is insane. We lost to everybody. Didn't matter who we
Even
played.
Boston, you gave them a
5-2
free
lead,
layup.
5-2, 4-1, we losing anything. We not getting to 6 first. That was basically it. And then we kind of realized, okay, we got to clean this up. Our respawn was obviously not the best, but it wasn't to the standard that it was when we won champs in Major 3. And then once we realized we clean up S&D, you know what I mean, make a couple of tweaks in our respawns, we're literally right there. So, but yeah, there was definitely like, after you win a tournament, you're thinking you're about to come back home. Ain't nobody gonna kill you. Everybody killing you when we got back home. Everybody getting a lick.
Yeah.
Yo, you need 10 points? You need to make the playoffs? Like, yeah,
I got you.
we got you. Vegas, boss, no problem. Yeah, you guys can all get it. Who did we beat? Miami?
Yeah, it started off. Their first series
Miami will
was Miami. Yeah.
That's what doesn't make sense because we won and then we literally lost for a month straight.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me because you guys kept playing Karachi Search or Destroy, and I'm like, all right, like this used to be a good map for them.
Yeah, we
And all of a sudden, SMGs is just running in and gunning you guys and fouling and stuff like that.
We lost every 5-5 on Karachi.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
it's heartbreaking.
No ice.
It's all good though.
we
You bounce back
we
to the next
saved the
one,
ice
right?
for the last one.
So you get top 12 at Major 4.
Yeah.
And you realize, all right, Search and Destroy has got to be a lot better. Then you get into Champs, you win your first series, but then your second series was LAT. I feel like that was the series that gave you guys the momentum, like, we can do this, because you guys ended up doing it in a reverse sweep fashion. What was that moment like for you guys? Because you guys got 7,000 Green Wall fans behind you in the crowd. Now, obviously, every time you get one kill, don't even matter, you shoot on the back, it's raising. Like, the energy is real loud.
You feel it.
What was the moment, I thought it was the LAT, but what was the moment for you guys where you thought, like, we can win this?
Definitely with the LAT. I've always said like, I've won before, so I feel like every tournament I've won that wasn't like dominant, you always have that one series, even if the tournament is dominant, where like it's a hard, like it might not be a team that you thought was gonna be a good team, but they might push you to the limit. And I feel like those kind of like help you with momentum and confidence in the bracket. So like LAT was a good team going into champs, but reverse sweeping them probably like gave us so much delusional confidence going into the like next matches that like we kind of were unbeatable at that point.
We got battle tested, and it kind of gave us the mindset that we're pretty much never out of a series until it's over. So
Yeah.
you win a series like that, it's.
Literally what they said, there's no other words I could put, honestly.
I'm sorry.
And then we won.
That's all you need. It's literally all you need. All right, so now going a big picture role. Going into a tournament, you guys know who you guys play round 1, potentially round 2. What's the preparation like when you're knowing who you're gonna play?
This tournament?
No, just like in general.
Oh,
like if
in
you're going into a
general.
tournament knowing who you're gonna play, like how do you prepare? It's like you're playing to counter them or you're playing to your strengths? Like what is it?
I feel like it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit both.
You
I feel
watch
like
their stuff and then.
yeah, I feel like you barely like watch the team's respawns. I feel like you just try to get as good as respawn as you can as a team. You kind of look at like what their better ones are, but at the end of the day, you want to be good at all of them. I think S&D is probably the biggest thing, like figuring out who's their bomb carrier, who likes to do this, who likes to do that, and then you just kind of like go with the flow. Because at the end of the day, COD's all situationals. You'll never be able to like get down every situation, like we need to do this every time type of thing. So it kind of just like bases off your practice. Like, okay, in practice we might have got into this, or what did we do before we got into this? And you just kind of hope that as a team, you just do it.
Remember.
Yeah.
And I swear for like the normal viewer that like tunes in, they sit there and they watch you guys, more specifically you, Ant, they just be like, this guy's just moving.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Like when you guys are in practice and stuff and he's doing the things that he does, like you just like, go ahead, like just do your thing.
I'm telling you, the first time I played with Ant, I still remember, it was 3 years ago. I remember I kept team killing them with cobes across my, because I'm like, how are you there this fast? So then for the first month, I remember it was Dashy to Shotzzy, just cash nades. I'm like, how are you?
Vanguard?
Yeah. Good. That's when you could chuck nades. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm just
and that's when I
gone.
realized this guy's everywhere. And I was like, but then I was like, even like whenever you die, you get that 2 to 3 second like glimpse of like, I might get Ken, I might get Ant, I might get AG. But sometimes when I get Ant, I'm like, oh my God, he is literally everywhere right now. I could just tell on their screen, it looks insane. But I was like, over time you get used to it, you're like, okay, that's just like, that's just what he does. That's
just
just,
him.
just Spider-Man, that's just what he does.
That's insane. Boy, be moving, I'm telling you.
He's everywhere.
He's hitting everywhere with the dolphin dives. All of a sudden he's a blue, now he's a mannequin, and he's a brown
literally.
cafe.
Shout out Hybrid.
He's just all
Shout
over
out
the
Hybrid.
place,
Shout out
man.
Hybrid.
He's
Shout out
so
Hybrid.
I promise you he's fine.
So whenever people think about Optic Gaming and the vocal leadership, it's usually on you, Ken.
Yeah.
Do you think it's solely on you or that everybody plays a big role in that? Like, cause I feel like SMGs in this game have to talk to set up those kind of plays.
I mean, I think that was our biggest takeaway from at the Major 4 too, was that everybody kind of needed to be a part of, like vocal. I think like going into Major 4, I was probably like doing too much
Too much talking?
talking, yapping. Like, I mean, that's just my thing. Like anytime the map ends, I'm always yapping, talking about what's going on the map. But like we had just won and I feel like we were just making so many repetitive mistakes. So it's kind of just like, I was confused, like what is going on? And everybody kind of felt their way about what other people were doing, like as a team. So that was kind of my main thing, was we had a call like, yo, we got to all be vocal in practice. Like we need to make sure making sure everybody's accountable.
Yep.
And like everybody can like, because we've been teaming for a good minute now, and I feel like we have a good, healthy relationship as a teammates. So like we can be very honest. So I was just like, we gotta be honest with each other in practice and just kind of like let it out instead of like letting it build up so long that like we get last. And I mean, most of the time, like I said, I talk the most, but I feel like it's definitely more healthy and better for a team, especially of our caliber, to all be talking.
Okay. Yeah, nah, when I watch you guys play, obviously you guys look completely in sync, even when this guy's running all the way around the map, you know, but
It's a Spider-Man.
you guys have put it together very, very well. So you guys win champs, right? But there wasn't the final tournament. I've got Esports World Cup. What mode do you guys feel like you had to prepare even more to try to go back-to-back here?
I think we're riding off some delusional confidence still,
Okay.
just as being with champs. Like we went home, practice, just went as like usual, like we're just casually playing like normal, and we were playing really good. So I feel like the main thing for us is come. We're the best. Like we see ourselves as the best team. We come, show up. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like S&D is gonna be interesting this like tournament.
Yeah, because you got challenging teams coming in. There's gonna be a
Yeah.
whole bunch of different like strategies and stuff that you gotta adapt
Yeah,
to.
they're probably gonna be throwing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm down at end of the year on 3 though. You feel me? Like I'm down to get 3. Listen, because we already got the
Got
cherry
the
on
ring.
top of the Sunday.
You won it in the hometown.
The Sunday, listen, the ice cream J was Toronto.
Yeah.
And the cherry on top was Champ. I'm down for like
You need
the
sprinkles?
fudge. The
Little
fudge.
sprinkles,
You
fudge.
gotta get the fudge on the World Cup fudge, you know? I'm down.
That's what this is.
I'm down.
All right.
Oreo sprinkles, I'm down for actually the sprinkles too. Throw them in.
Sprinkles are good on ice cream.
I'm
Tell
down.
me.
Throw them in, throw them in.
Yeah,
We down, we down.
yeah, that's everything. All right, final question. I feel like I've gotten the same answer from all the teams I've asked this though. At the end of this weekend, where does Optic Gaming place?
Everyone's gonna say first, right?
Everybody
says
else first. Yeah.
I
mean-
has everyone said first?
Yeah, so far.
There's a real first. There's a real first though. They might not be a real first.
It's a fake first.
They're a little fake first. But I mean, we're the champs regardless. So I'm taking first.
I mean, I'm taking. Hold on. We're first. We're going first.
Take all that.
Okay.
Actually, I think we're first.
We have another title coming up in a couple months. Back to Treyarch, Black Ops 6. How excited are you guys for that? Because I know the movement.
Oh, that's crazy.
You're about to have
I
a
might
field day.
break my hands, but yeah, that
Hybrid might be
shoot while you dive, Omni movement. What else is there? Can you nade while you shoot or something?
There's a lot of aspects.
It looks crazy.
So yeah,
I'm more excited for the guns. I think Treyarch got some of the best guns.
Yeah.
Like
They
some
usually
iconic
put it together
ones.
well
Yeah.
for competitive COD, you know?
So
There ain't nothing like Treyarch.
Spawns, yeah.
Nothing like Treyarch. The game, the maps, just
Warzone-
like the dev support. It's just
I just want to see the pacing of the game because like with Omni movement, you're basically sprinting all the time.
Yes.
So the pace
Really?
might be
Yes.
You can sprint in any direction.
That'd
So you
be
can
the
sprint
jetpack
sideways,
boots.
backwards, like
that'd be the jetpack boots, bro.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I promise you, like, the developers and stuff at Treyarch, they're thinking, like, what can Shotzzy do to break this game? I swear.
100%. They got
100%.
him. You know, like the wanted list.
Yeah.
It's a picture. Of Ed. It's a picture of Ed when he's doing like. He's doing this face, and then they're like, "We gotta counter this kid. This kid's everywhere. How are we gonna do this?" But yeah, I think next year though, I'm so excited. I mean, Treyarch, there's literally nothing like them. They just the dev support.
Yeah,
the
and
maps,
zombies.
the
I'm
maps.
actually like hyped for zombies.
Zombies is always fun.
They've had 4 years to make this game too. Think about it. We had Vanguard, MW2, MW3, which is like that was supposed to be their year, but then they had an extra year to cook on BO6.
So we're
It's
about
gonna
to be in for
cook.
some stuff.
It's going
Okay.
Should do that.
All right. So that is going to do it at the round table with Optic Gaming. Make sure you guys tune in this weekend to see how well they do trying to go back to back.